In a normal monogamous relationship, it takes two to tango. The input of both parties are required to propel the relationship forward. Has your partner ever told you were boring in your relationship or marriage? To be honest, this is real. You feel like your girlfriend is irritating. That's the reason why most of us men cheat in marriages and relationships. Women are boring.
Most men cheat because of deficiency of something that they don't get at home. And they're looking for that in another woman. That's why most side chicks, right, are the fun ones.
The cheating with men and women is different because men cheat for sex or excitement or whatever, and women cheat for relationships.
Hello fam, how you all doing? Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Thank you. The first part of this video is about the tweets you already saw. A man saying that men cheat because women are boring. The second part of this video is about how the patriarchy system conditioned men to become narcissistic in behavior, because the trait of the patriarchy system is almost same as the trait of a narcissistic man. So there's a lot of similarities there.
One of the reasons that men find themselves in extra relationships is because of admiration. The second reason they find themselves and what makes it easy for them to give in to those temptations and vulnerabilities is because the other chick has figured out how to show him a lot of appreciation. She accepts him for who he is. She accepts him with his flaws. It's not right. It's never right to cheat. Don't cheat on your partner. But if it happens and you figure out why, I've heard thousands of men say, man, bro, I felt appreciated. I just bought lunch for her. She appreciated it. I gave her a card. She appreciated it. I get it. She only sees part of it. She doesn't live with him typically. Why does a good man, okay? Why does he go there? He's vulnerable. And
listening to the man speak, all I could hear was him describing a man looking to be served and satisfied. I've made a similar video, and in that video, I did mention that most men don't care about women. All they care about is their satisfaction, and they see women as tools to get that satisfaction. Over time, I've come to the realization that the most insecure gender on planet Earth are men, the male gender.
So honey, my girlfriends keep wanting me to ask you, why do you think men end up cheating on their wives?
Well, that's a pretty loaded question. And I'm going to give you an answer that people probably won't hear anywhere else. But after 40 years of working with men, being a man myself, when I grew up in high school, there was this term used called BMOC. It meant big man on campus. And every guy, at some point in their life, whether it was grade school or high school, they just wanted to be big man on campus. They wanted to wear the varsity letter. They wanted to, take the prom queen out. They wanted to score the touchdown. They wanted to be big man on campus. Every guy on this planet knows what that term means in some sense. And underscoring that means that men like to feel important. Back when men were the cavemen, they were bringing home the boar and bringing home the food and killing the wildlife. And, they were all like, they were a big man on campus even back then. And a lot of men that I talk to sometimes feel that they know when they wander off the reservation, but the other woman is making them feel more important. Now, that's not a justification for them doing it. And it's not that their wives don't pay attention to it. But men have an Achilles heel. This is a weak point. Because if you need something exterior to you, then it's kind of like a drug, And if you have to have it, you don't feel like you're getting it, just like a drug, you'll go looking for it. So if Megan at work starts flirting with you, he starts to feel like BMOC. He starts to feel like big man on campus. And then he makes a moral mistake. Moral just means right or wrong. He makes a wrong chess move. He makes a wrong decision. He knows it the moment he makes it. The moment he crosses that line, every guy knows. But his weakness is that he needs to feel important.
A lot of men out there lack accountability, and they're looking for women who they would dump their BS on. They're looking for women that will accept them the way they are, low effort, without showing remorse, without growth, without personal development, without wanting to make the necessary changes. This is a question for the men. If you are secure in yourself, the way men claim on social media they are secure and everything, the red pillars, if they are actually secure in themselves, why would they go out there looking for women that will admire them, validate them, appreciate them, and make them feel important? This is to say that a lot of men out there have insecurity issues. They are dealing with huge level of insecurity. From the explanation the men gave, it's obvious that low effort men are the ones that cheat the most. They are the deadbeat. Of course, we all say that. And the reason why they cheat the most is because when they give low effort and they don't get appreciated by the woman they are giving the low effort to, they run off to the next woman looking for appreciation. I've realized men cheat because they lack self-worth. They need to have validation from multiple women to stroke their ego. Very sad. Love yourself, fellas. A lot of men out there are users, and they use women to get what they want. If you're in a relationship as a man and you think the relationship is boring, what then is your input? What are you doing to make the relationship suitable for you and your partner? What are you doing to make the relationship interesting, since you said it's boring? They don't like to face challenges, don't like to deal with relationship issues. They always seek the easy way out and expect the woman to fix everything. The woman would fix the house, fix your kids, fix your life, fix everything. And after they have the woman do all the hard labor, they struggle to appreciate the woman. They want to dominate the woman, and they want to keep feeling superior and make the woman feel less of herself. So much unfair treatment on women.
I think I'm gonna leave, but like I need you to pay the bill. So I'm not paying the bill. Like
I can't afford to pay the bill, but I get paid on Friday. I was thinking maybe you just look out this time. I mean, you did ask me to come out to eat.
I didn't ask you. You asked me to come out to eat.
Well, I sat here and pretended like I cared
awkward.
about what you said for like an hour. I think it'd be respectful for you to just pay the bill.
Oh my god. I've never had anyone talk to me like that. Like, I'll pay it just because like you seem like you.
How about you see if your sister can cash out you some money for it?
I'm literally like appalled. Like I don't like. Are you being serious right now?
I'll cover the tip if you want to like.
If you have the tip, then I'm not gonna sit here and argue with someone about paying a bill. I'll pay it, but like that's so sad that you would like ask somebody.
Well, if you'll pay it, then what's the big deal? Now come over here. Let me feel on it.
Whitney, as you don't know me, but Whitney, I know of you. I don't know what's going on in your personal life, but this is unacceptable. You can't. What? He tried to flip the script and said you took him out on a date. You asked him out on a date. Now he don't want to pay the bill of the date that he set up. And he was like, "Oh, why you don't cover it now? Then I pay you on Friday." What? And then you actually paid it? That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, for real, that's crazy. That's nuts, though. Winnie, I don't know who your friends are. I don't know who your family is, but they're not giving you the right situation. I need you to stand up. I know you have this fetish and desire to be with a white man, but those white men you're choosing is the bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel. That man said he they care about the things that you were talking about for an hour. What? What? We would have to fight. At that point, we would have to fight. Because what? You don't want to pay the bill. And you saying disrespectful statements like that. Yeah, we got to go. Please, stand up with me. Please. Like, share, and comment.
Ladies, if you're ever out on a date and a man doesn't want to pay for your meal, I don't think you should handle it like this.
I need you to pay the bill because I'm not paying the bill. Like,
I can't afford to pay the bill.
Some men don't really show their true colors until you tell them no, or until you don't do something that they want you to do. I have a feeling that he wanted to go back to her place or wanted her to come back to his. And when he realized that she wasn't really feeling him like that, he was like, I'm not about to waste my money on her. I don't even care if he didn't have the money. I don't care if you have to get outside and sell plasma. I don't care if you have to become a busboy or wash some dishes or call your mama and have her get out of her bed in her robe and her bonnet. and pull out a fresh $50 bill fresh from her bra. I don't care how he came up with the money, but I could care less. Y'all gotta stop being so nice. You don't owe this man anything, especially Winnie Parker, because I believe Winnie doesn't have a job right now, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was showing videos of you doing Uber Eats and all these different things to get money for your mortgage and all of that, and you out here paying for meals for random men you meet online? This ain't no doggone soup kitchen. Let that grown man with his job pay for his own meal. Stop letting him use you, honey. He could tell by the time the bill came that she wasn't feeling him, and he was like, you know what? I'm not going to waste $30 or $40 on her. Okay, that's fine. And don't you waste $30 or $40 on him either.
I'm just going to clear up a couple of questions. One, the reason why I decided to just pay all of it was because the server had come around 3 times by this point and we were still arguing. I could tell that the server just wanted to be done. The server wanted to get, the payment and leave. It was about closing time, and so the server was just ready to go. I decided just to pay it because he was not going to pay it, and if he didn't pay his half, even if I would have split it down the middle, it would have been deducted from her bill. She would have had to end up paying for it, essentially. I was kind of okay with paying it because I just feel like it will come back to me in some way, shape, or form. I'm tired of arguing. I need to get back to my son. Let's just pay it and I'll just never talk to the man again. Another question I got a lot was, how much did I end up paying? It was $100. The bill was $100, and that was including the tip. Another one I got is, why did he randomly mention your sister? Because before that, we were kind of talking about our families. He was telling me that, his dad had a business, and I was telling him that, my sister, works in the technical field. So basically, he ended up just using that against me 30 minutes later. And the last one is this a skit? It is not a skit. I do understand how it could seem like a skit because it happens all the time on the internet, and we are so desensitized to saying shit like that we think that it's not real. But I promise you, I would never wish that upon anybody, and I'm traumatized from that shit. I'm literally what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? And then also the very end where he was like, let me touch on it. It ended abruptly like that at the perfect time, honestly, because while he was saying that, he was scooting closer to me, and I was like, get the back the up. It was I stopped recording, so I was like, don't come near me. Anyway, I hope that explains everything a little bit better.
Let's talk about men being conditioned to be narcissistic by the patriarchy system. Narcissism is closely related to patriarchy because it's a form of entitlement and control that we often see in the male-dominant societies. Dating a narcissistic man is a hard position to be in. I don't wish that on any woman. Most men are narcissistic in nature because the patriarchy system conditioned them that way. This is not me saying all men out there are narcissists, no, but they have that tendency. It's up to them to unlearn those traits they picked up. It's up to them to uncondition themselves, which some men are actively doing. Some men are pulling themselves out of that program. The patriarchy program is all about dominance, control, entitlement, if you get what I mean.
Your husband may be a narcissist if he's doing some of these things. Number one, does your husband have a preoccupation with this fantasy of power, grandiose success, that they're the absolute best person in the world? That's one of the classical signs of narcissism. Another one is just general selfishness. Do they always need to have somebody making the dinner, making the drink, cleaning up the table, picking up the kids, taking the kids somewhere, making the bed, doing the laundry, the whole litany of things? They can't help contribute. They expect to be provided for. And another very common characteristic we hear about is this constant need for validation. Hey, look at what I did. Isn't this amazing? Hey, look at this thing I bought for the family, even though it's not for the family. This constant need for validation and admiration and just propping themselves up when there's not really anything for them to get validated on. Check it out. Narcissism is unfortunately a very, very common characteristic in a lot of ex-spouses we see.
Have you ever met or dealt with a narcissist before? It can be quite challenging. Here are just 3 features of a narcissist. First is grandiosity and exaggerated self-importance. They think they're the best in the room, they're the greatest, and they deserve all the praise and admiration from everyone around. They lack empathy. They completely disregard other people's feelings, thoughts, concerns, because it's all about themselves. And they only think that their opinions and their feelings are what's important. And the third feature is a sense of entitlement. They believe they deserve special treatment, special awards, even though they don't deserve it, just because they are who they are. So these are just 3 features of narcissistic personality disorder, which is a psychiatric illness, and to have this disorder, you have to meet several different criteria.
They teach men to be selfish, think about themselves alone, play victim, focus on their needs alone, never appreciate a woman's labor and effort. Rather, they should feel entitled to the woman and her body. They made men believe that they are the superior being and women are beneath them. They teach men how to see women as objects, tools, and their slaves. They also teach men how to hate women. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you'd love to watch why some men are jealous and envious of their women, click this video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.